Okay. All right. We are live.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to the raunchiest D&D show online.
Yeah. Wait. I don't want to get demonetized yet. We gotta get 15 more minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the raunchiest while still being Twitch acceptable.
Yeah. And also because we're gonna put this on YouTube later, and I don't want to get demonetized. We're not making money yet on there, but I want the opportunity to pop up.
It's like slacklining, yeah.
Yeah. We'll give it 15 minutes so we can say all the curse words we want.
This ain't your daddy's D&D podcast.
We're not the horniest show out there, but we're definitely into it.
Oh, fun.
Yep, exactly.
What a great start to this episode.
Basically,
Hey, everybody.
I'm really bringing an interesting energy.
Yeah, basically, viewer, we like your vibe. We were just checking you out from across the room.
We saw you from the other side of the stream.
Yeah. I rolled
Anything
a
else,
nat
anybody?
20 at this interaction.
Yeah, we all did.
We just wanted to say.
Is Dean's camera frozen for anyone else?
Yeah, it is.
Froze
This,
at the most opportune time.
Also,
He's just having fun.
just want.
They're having a great time.
No. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We just have a nice Dean smile there.
Oh no, I don't think you can hear
It
me.
is. It's
yeah,
lovely.
we can hear you. We
you.
can hear you, Dean.
Yep.
God.
I don't know. Say something.
All right,
ridiculous.
he's back. He's sort of back.
He's full of pollen and he's ready to party.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Coated with the stuff.
I'm sorry that we're late today, everybody. I was at work for several
what you gotta do.
hours.
Am I back?
Yeah. Well, you
That's
were.
right.
Yeah, no, you are.
We were just discussing your back and Az's schedule change.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. I think I'm having Wi-Fi card issues. Yay! Another thing that needs to be replaced.
Oh man, that reminds me. I still got to get that mic cable.
Working today, though.
I'll put it in the stream chat. Maybe it'll remind me.
Hey, if you wanted to buy us equipment, dear viewer, we would certainly appreciate that.
Hell yeah, I'll put you in touch with our people.
My Venmo is on my Twitter page, and you can just trust me with any money that you want to give to the show.
If you put loose cash in the mail and put my name on the front, it'll get to me.
Technically,
true, I've done
loose
it.
cash is not allowed in.
No, I know you are
postal
legally not
service.
allowed to put that in the mail. Yes.
And then I haven't done it.
That's the Az is super cool riff.
Oh yeah. As you all know, whenever as being super cool, guitar riff has to be played. That's just rule of the universe. Hello everyone.
This is cool. Hello.
Welcome to Omniversal. I swear. All right, hold up.
Omni-testicle. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Damn, we just got demonetized.
I like that we didn't get demonetized when I moaned "oh fuck" earlier.
No, that wouldn't do it.
All right, take two. I'm joking. I don't do that. Welcome to Omniversal Escapades. We're your host for the show. I'm the Dungeon Master for this adventure. There, I didn't screw up the first part. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons, and we're ready to have a good time. Our exit meaning that we do not bring them into the campaign are children in peril, depictions of gore, slavery, sexual assault, and our veils, meaning we just allude to, our body horror and feces. I had to get that out of the way because I didn't want that to be a joke, even though this is a comedy show.
But we do. Fuck.
Yeah.
Some things aren't a bit, but most things are.
I feel like we're giving Jeff a heart attack with that last one. You okay? You okay there, Jeff?
Yeah, it's just I'm having an existential thought about how this is the only place where that could actually happen, even in a fictional capacity.
Welcome to Audioversal Escapades. You come for the last day for the existential thoughts.
We know what the people want. It's existentialism.
Oh yeah,
And
let's have a
fucking.
yeah.
Sexistentialism.
Boom.
There you go.
There
That's
we
it.
go.
That's the portmanteau I want to hear about. Sexistentialism. Get on it, Immanuel Kant.
Emmanuel, what?
Jump on it. Nietzsche who?
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche Joe.
Nietzsche. I wish I could quote more philosophers, but I know about 3, so
Hobbes on these nuts? I don't know. I have nothing.
Hey!
Heyo.
We'll take it.
Socrates.
No, you're not going to take that one?
Socrates.
Socrates. I don't.
Socrates nuts. Like
Thank you.
that.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, that's-
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
My favorite philosopher from way back when was definitely Bophades.
Both of these. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
No further questions, Your
ass.
Honor.
Go ahead, ass.
No, there was no further questions. I'll let that one hang.
Just let that one hang.
Yeah.
Welcome to Universal Escapades.
It took me like 7 full seconds to me to realize that joke that you just lined up, and I am not proud of myself for that. I am not proud of how long it took me to get that joke. There we go then.
Dean, have you ever played that game where you play as a pirate with your friends?
Which one, ass?
Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't remember the name of it, but like you can go on a boat and like you can like take down other boats and stuff.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name, but it's a game made by Rare, isn't it?
I think.
Is it Assassin's Creed?
Crap. I
Game.
think I know what game you're talking about. I just don't remember the name right now.
Connection's unstable now. That's crazy.
Of course.
I feel like you're setting up a joke, but I can't remember.
Yeah, like I've forgotten the name of the game. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but I've forgotten the name of the game.
Long form comedy is important.
Was it
Yeah,
Pirates with an exclamation mark? That was a
No.
computer game.
It's a Rare software. If it's the one I'm thinking about, it's a Rare software game.
No,
Oh,
we're not.
was it Sea of Thieves?
Is it Sea of Thieves?
And as froze.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here.
they're not
Hello.
There we go. No, you're good.
Was it Sea of Thieves?
Was it Sea?
See
Yeah.
if thieves' nuts fit in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Papa.
How about that most recent D&D movie?
Oh yeah. Honor Among Thieves. Nuts.
That's the one.
There we go.
Nuts.
Got him.
How is it that I did not remember the name Sea of Thieves? A game that's been out for quite a while now, but I remember Honor Among Thieves, a movie that came out like last year, like the only movie I saw last year in theaters. So
Yeah, that'd be why we remembered it. Yeah.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. If you lay down a dog, you get up with fleas nuts.
There you
I'm
go.
really trying here, guys. Come on now.
You're reaching. Oh no! Wait, no! I got a yes head. I got a yes head. Yeah.
Yes, and
Yes and.
How did Az freeze on the most? Oh, shoot. It was the most amazing shot. You were like, I think you're. Oh no, we got switched around. I've got to move
We
heads
did.
again.
Oh my god. That me. I'm Dean.
Tess got to get small.
All right.
Dean
All
got to
right.
be big.
Okay.
Okay, there we are.
Am I here?
For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I hear
Okay.
you.
Mhm.
Cool. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, me neither. Just in the
Uh,
grand scheme of what's occurring right now.
I just
So-
meant regarding my internet issues.
Mm.
Ever wonder why we're here?
Back
You
into
don't have
existentialism.
17 Yeah. You don't have 17 browsers on, do you?
Who me?
No, hey, you know
No,
what?
Az.
Either of you.
I'm gonna close the tab that I have Jurassic Park open in and see if that helps.
Okay.
But how will you ever get back to the last 15 minutes?
As soon as
I'll figure it
Az
out.
does it, all the cages in Jurassic Park open.
Oh man, you spoiled it.
That part already happened.
Mm.
It happens
Hey.
again because you closed the browser.
Oh, okay.
It's a security measure.
I see.
Next you're gonna spoil what Rosebud is. Like, come on, Jeff. This
can't
is-
do it. I can't.
Look.
You know, it's an important film. Folks, go out and see Honor Among Thieves,
No,
and you will get the answer.
that's not.
Or by its original title, Citizen Kane. Are you happy, Dean?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course, because Citizen Kane was, as we all know, was renamed to Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. That's right. Yeah.
Also, the second best movie in history, right behind Paddington 2.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, Paddington 2 overcame Citizen Kane for the best movie of all time, according to online reviews.
Yeah, it was. I forgot what it was. It was like a meta ranking system where they just take in a bunch of different polls from different,
Yeah.
like kind of like Metacritic for video games, but for movies. And for like the longest time, Citizen Kane was the most highly rated movie, in movies. But someone from
But then
like
a little bear with a dream.
yeah, and a jerk from the 1930s who hated the movie. Apparently they found like an old review from like way back in the day and they posted it and it like knocked them just under Paddington Bear, just barely under Paddington 2.
There was also a
So
huge campaign for Paddington, yeah.
yeah. Little movie info for you.
All right.
All right, let's get into this. Otherwise, I'm gonna go on movie tirades.
Yeah, what are we doing tonight?
Oh, we're just playing a game called the Dungeons and the Dragons. Oh, if you listen to the stream up to this point, you may have heard subtle hints that we might be playing it.
You also may be entitled to compensation.
If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, don't contact us. I think we're all working
can't
class.
help.
But yeah.
We're
all
not
working.
set up for that.
I am working poor, so I cannot help you. All right, yeah, but we're playing Wayward Vagabond. Jeff, it would be so kind if you have your notes from last session. Could you please read them off?
Let me pull this bad boy up here. Omniversal. Okay. Let me see if I can bring it over into the picture here. Let's see. Last time. This time there was magic dirt. There was a lady malaise, aka Barnaby Sims. Or is this old? Fantasy 711.
That's all.
Possible-
That's where we started. Yeah.
Possible show titles: Dirt People, I Love My
Yeah.
Yeehaws, and I
Dirt People was
Appreciate
last
You.
week, I believe.
Let's see, there were cloaks with hoods for all, because we were impersonating cultists. There's the Lion Crow Saloon. We found out about the cult of Obscrella. It's 100 years old. They're into stealing, killing, arson, and terrorism. We did some diversionary business. It didn't work out. Your boy Az got nabbed. Susie Ann is stuck on the roof with troops incoming. There's an unmasked goon, a young feminine human. Let's see. Did we find the location of the Surefoot clan? Those might have been things I'm supposed to do.
That was right before we ended. We got more information from the guy that you accosted, and we unsuccessfully helped resort his stuff that he had information on the Shorefoots.
So
Excuse me.
to give working on that information, they had found out that in the world in which growing any form of crop is very hard to do because the world is barren. They have found they were in a city that actually managed to grow crops successfully using blessed soil. They found in their adventures to try and stop the cultists in the area a sage tree, a type of tree that blesses the soil around it. They managed to capture the head of the cultists and turn her in. That would be the Lady Malaise. And when they got back to Yellowbird, the town in which they're kind of based out of, they got information from the representative from Saul Nussbaum's information about that the Surefoot clan. Someone was looking into them, and the information was sent to a town, which I have the name of, and I forgot to look it up ahead of time. Dead Tree, excuse me. Also, real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Gamer Girl Becky, who is in our chat. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
What's up, gamer girl
Friend-
Becky?
Friend of the show and fellow streamer. So that's kind of where we left off. You were hanging off to Dead Tree. I gave you a time frame last time of how long to get there. It's going to take a couple days, basically. So that's where we're going to kind of leave off or head into. Excuse me. So it's been about a few days by train, and then it's going to take you about a day by horse to get there. It is a town that is not accessible through trains. Excuse me.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna start about halfway through your trip via horse. There's about halfway through the day, there is a small inn on the trail on the way there. You're stopping there for a bit to allow your horses to rest, because it's a long trip. It is. I need to name this particular. One second.
Bone Dick, Montana. Nothing.
Okay, the
Red
name of the place is
Hog.
Counting Crow.
Counting Crow.
Like the band.
What
Like the
band?
band.
Counting Crows.
Yeah, no, I know.
Counting Crow.
As you step in for the day, you're gonna see a black Aarakocra standing behind the bar, currently cleaning a I can't speak a stern thing to drink out of mug a mug.
A Stein?
A stein, thank you. Why
That's a
can I
big
not say
bun-
stein?
That's a big tall mug.
Also, well, hello, Lady Malaise in chats. Hi, lady.
What's up,
Hello.
lady? Susie will get the horses settled and rub them down and whatnot while they get drinks sorted.
All right. For reference to anybody who may not know, Aarakocra, they're basically bird people. That's the best. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
why we're in Counting Crow.
Counting Crow. It's like there are 4 of you. In the tavern. There are 4 of you in the tavern right now.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my, Counting Crow. It's a joke because
Yeah.
We love it. Yeah.
it kind of seems like you're just kind of nodding so that the conversation will be over. Okay, welcome to County Crow. What can I get for you?
I think I'll
well,
probably just gonna. Yeah, you go ahead.
Wait, what is my character voice? I'll have an ale,
Yep.
good friend.
I'll also
Alright.
get nailed. That sounds nice.
All right, all right. I'll get you a couple ales. Where are you folks coming from?
Oh, we're just coming through through town to get to we're looking for some people farther. Which direction are we going?
West.
West. Okay. We're headed out farther west and we thought we'd stop in.
Oh, I see. Well, where are you headed? What's the name of the town? Is that one of those cowpoke things you can't tell me?
No, I mean we can tell you. We're on our way to Dead Tree.
Oh, are you sure?
Last I checked, yeah.
Is there a reason we shouldn't be?
Yeah. The town has a bit of a bandit problem right now. They've been attacked. They've been raiding the town. So it's not safe right now. I wouldn't advise going there if I were you. But you all look like you're itching to punch a thing.
I do love punching a thing,
That's
I
true.
must say.
You both look very inclined to punching things. So
Thank you so much. Not a lot of people see that in me, and I do appreciate it.
also hello to Vin Draco in chat.
Ivan Draco.
What's up, Draco?
Yeah. Well, it's dangerous there. Yeah, they're dealing with bandit raids lately. Some folk named Kalstein, from what I hear.
Okay, and that's when I walk in and I'm like taking my gloves off, looking all cool and sexy, about to order some whiskey, and I hear Kalstein, and I'm like, I know that name.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge history on that. Or sorry, I'm thinking of 3rd edition terms. Give me a history roll.
16 plus 17.
Okay. So this is a bit more local to the area. It's not like it's super known, but you have heard the grapevine living in Yellowbird about a group of bandits that have been terrorizing this part of the country. And it is one of them is their leader name is Kalstein. He's been raiding the area and he tends to hit towns that he feels like would be easy pickings. Ones with little to no law enforcement, or in the cases of like Dead Tree, it's a couple days to the nearest train station, which means it's hard to ask like for help from the people who impose law, so to speak. So it's easier for them. That's the type of place that they tend to hit.
I see. Okay.
Kalstein's a rough character. Has anybody bothered to step up to him in the last year or so?
I mean, yeah, plenty of people have bothered to step up to him.
They all failed?
Oh yeah, that's why he's terrorizing a town. Like, most people end up dead. He's a cruel person. I hear he did. He. 1 second. I want to make sure that torture is not on our list. I'm not gonna bring it up. Okay. No, we're gonna say he tends to be cruel and torturous to his victims, unfortunately.
Well, we can't be having that.
I mean, if you're one of them the heroes of the week type people, a bonanza, if you will, of heroes, then yeah, I have to go at it. I'm just a simple bartender.
Is that right? Well, bartender, why don't you fill up this here water skin with some of your finest?
Can you do me a favor real quick, Susie Ann?
I have a backup water skin for whiskey.
Gotcha.
The whiskey skin.
The
I like
whiskey
that.
skin.
Then can you do me a favor real quick? Give me a gotta make sure I get it right. Give me a perception roll.
Perception. I knocked over something I shouldn't have when I was grabbing my dice. It's a 20, but not nat.
You got a freaking 20.
Yeah. I got a GMO infested 20. Got a dirty, filthy little 20.
20. I like that inside joke. Okay. So after talking, one of the other people in the room is gonna stand up, and they're walking like towards you, and they kind of like bump into you with your filthy dirty 20. You notice that he is trying to pickpocket something, well, out of your pocket. He's trying to take out of your coin purse, basically.
I'm gonna grab his hand.
Are you gonna be pretending it's chill, or are you like showing aggression?
No, I'm being very chill about it. I'm just going, nope. Oh.
Real quick. Hello, Mad King in the chat. Thank you for the lurk. Sorry.
What's up, Mad King?
I'm Mad King.
So what you see in front of you is a like dark-haired, somewhat shaggy. Think like if you've ever seen the like 2011 John Carter movie or whatever year it came out. Similar kind of like shaggy black hair. Elf is standing above you, and as you're holding it out, like, well, I mean, you could ask me first. Like, that's how this works. You ask a person out. You don't just grab their hand.
Mm-hmm. I grabbed his hand with my left one, and I just shake it with my right, and I'm like, "Hello."
Hi.
Ven works fast.
Apparently, it's good to meet you, Ben. Is it Ben?
Yeah, good to meet you too. What are you up to this evening?
Oh, just driving, just riding on through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause it seemed like you were getting very familiar there.
I don't know what you mean. You're the one who grabbed my hand.
I don't usually grab things that aren't that close to my person, but I do appreciate you pointing that out. I think we both like personal space.
I have no clue. I have no. What's this? Hold on.
Gary's just sitting back and watching this unfold.
I'm gonna get
Gary,
up real
you've
close.
seen this happen before.
I'm gonna get
I'm
real
sipping my
close.
whiskey.
I'm gonna get up real close to this guy and be like, "Let me help you on out there, partner." And I'm like all over him basically, and I will try to pick his pocket.
It's fair game. He did it first.
Are you wanting to slide a hand at? Or are you just digging into the pocket and calling it good? I just want to know for reference.
What's funnier?
I mean,
feeling him up, but actually taking his.
I'll go for it. I'm just trying to grab his wallet or whatever's loose.
Hey!
I got an 8. I did bad.
Yeah, seems impolite, don't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you taking my money? I'm just a simple, humble traveler who doesn't.
Let's take it outside. Come on here, bud. Let's roll. And I'll nudge
I'll
him
go
out the
outside.
door. Oh, we're both going? Hell yeah.
I mean, if you were just gonna kick him with the curb, you can go ahead. But it's
we
you know,
can work as a team.
That's all right.
Gary, what are you doing in this scenario right now?
I'll follow them outside at a distance.
Very casually.
Just stand at the door.
I don't. So you're gonna drag him outside. There's there's a path there, and the hitching stations. Little side note: I live like 30 minutes from an actual horse hitch, which is which is a weird thing to say because it's connected to a McDonald's. Anyway,
I'm imagining Gary's head over the saloon door.
Yeah.
accurate. Yeah,
Yeah,
has
exactly.
Gary has to duck down.
So I'm gonna follow your lead. Then, if you want me to kick this guy into the street, I'm happy to oblige.
Hey, you seemed like you had everything already going. I just figured he invited me to be a part of this entire thing when he came up to me. And so I'm just here.
Okay, I'll pat his back and make sure he's all presentable and clean, and then I'll usher him on his way.
For reference, did you actually take his coin purse when you did that? I just want to make sure.
No, I failed, so I didn't bother.
I was like, all right, just want to be certain. It's like, I don't. Hey, you can't just kick me out. That's not your bar.
Not your coin purse, but you thought that was fine too, right? So
I'm gonna sock him in the jaw.
yeah.
Roll to hit.
I'm not good at this, guys.
If you want, I can cast bless.
Ooh, I got a 19, 20, dirty 20.
In a.
And I do 0 damage, by the way, just so it's clear.
It's just for funsies.
Okay, so in in a normal fight, I probably won't treat this like this, but this is more thematic and fun, and no one's gonna get hurt. See, a punch him, he's gonna fall to the ground, right? And it's like, ow, okay, all right. I feel like there are better ways than punching me.
And I will spit on the sidewalk next to him.
Okay, that seems excessive.
I'll expectorate from a distance. I'm still a few steps away.
You know what else seemed excessive there, partner? I'll let you figure it out.
Hey, Gary, since you're at a distance, go ahead and give me a insight check. Just 'cause you're-
Insight check. I can
Yeah.
do that.
since you're at like a physical distance.
Insight. Boom. Okay, that's a 6. I thought I could do that.
So, because the way I'm doing this, rather than just straight success or failures, I'm kind of taking a little bit from Monster of the Week and say that success is in a range, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, you notice that it looks like he's trying to avoid looking somewhere. Not at one of you three, just somewhere.
Okay. Interesting.
I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm going to storm out. I don't need this kind of abuse from people like you. I'm leaving now. Harumph.
People like
Oh,
us. Oh.
Yeah. Hmm.
Dusty.
Harumph indeed.
I stare at him until he goes out of sight.
He starts walking west.
As soon as he goes out of sight, I'll go back in the bar.
Yeah, our ales are waiting for us.
Give me a perception roll. Everyone give a perception roll. Yeah, let's do that. Everyone give me a perception roll.
24.
Jesus Christ.
14.
Perception.
Just don't roll a 4.
A dirty 20.
Heyo.
Okay. As you're walking in towards the bar at the like side of the entrance, you're gonna notice that there is a wanted board, right? And on there you're going to see the wanted boards are the peripheral of the arrow choreographer reference. But at the on the bounty board, you're actually gonna see that person there that you just kicked out. There's a picture of him. He is wanted for thievery. He's
How's-
worth Go ahead.
Mhm. Oh no, you go ahead.
That makes sense.
Wanted life.
What's this guy's name?
I like to allow people to name. If you all want to name him, you can. I will, of course, think of a name otherwise. I like to allow you all to do
It's
that.
Pound Cake Jerry, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's got to be it.
That's what he looked like.
He looked like a pound cake, Jerry.
I mean, he very flippantly walked into this tavern, this bar that we're in. So I feel like maybe they're not really taking these bounties too seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Clearly he's small fry.
He is worth 60 gold per reference.
We can get
Where would
that
we
guy
have to turn
whenever.
him into?
That's a good
Uh,
point.
So, what the Eric was gonna speak up. What's going on? What you all got rough at that fella there?
Well, I would actually say that he had it coming.
Yeah, he had it coming.
He only had himself to blame.
Thank you.
Susie smiles enigmatically.
The known thief came in and tried to thieve us.
Is that what he was doing?
I mean, he might have been trying to feel me up. I didn't let him do it, but there was a hand in my pocket that I did not expect.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The paladins.
I didn't even think about that. Was he coming on to me?
Could have
Anyway,
been.
sorry, continue.
Well, regardless if he was coming on to you, it's a matter of consent. He can't just grab onto you. He has to ask consent for
That's true too.
Consent
That's
is
true, too.
important.
The Wayward Vagabonds take their physical autonomy very seriously.
As you should. As you should. I'm sorry about that. We don't get a lot of paladins out here. I'm kind of the law of the land in a very broad sense, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I follow the law of the land in a very literal sense, so I feel like you and I will understand each other well.
Okay, yep. I'm the mayor, sheriff, also the only person for another half a day. Either way, this is my roadside business.
Hey, look at that. And I point at the wanted sign. Like, does that guy have a twin brother?
I think that's just the guy. I think that guy was wanted for thievery, the one you just kicked out.
Were you trying to lull him into a false sense of confidence and then nab him later?
Oh no, I was thinking about my very complex background story, and I was.
That's fair. That's
No,
fair.
As
Got
one
bigger things on my
does
mind
from
than
time
just-
to time.
There's a lot going on. Being a
listen,
mayor,
guilty as charged. We've all done it.
you're the mayor, sheriff, townsman. You got a lot going on right now.
Whole background story. Enemies to lovers and loss and all that.
Oh.
Yeah. I got a lot going on right now. So I'll be honest, I didn't quite see that. I was in my own world, just kind of thinking about things.
That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
Seems like in a place that's, crawling with outlaws, maybe you might want to keep a closer eye on your clientele, but that's just a little tip from me to you.
Oh no, I agree. I just my story is so convoluted and complex.
Well, if it's that convoluted and complex, I'm gonna have to hear every last detail of it, sir.
Yeah, please pour us another ale. This sounds intriguing.
We've had a long, dull train ride. We'd be happy to hear any stories you might want to tell.
I like how you just added me into a position where I have to give this guy.
You made him too interesting, and that you have no one but yourself to blame.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hold up. Sorry, but I need to turn on my fan. I'm laughing so hard I'm sweating a little.
Sheriff bartender, he needs help with something. Surely he's got a side quest for us.
Yeah.
Also, a gorgeous first and last name.
Yeah.
Have we got his name yet?
No, I just wrote down sheriff bartender, the mayor, sheriff townsman.
That's got big like y'all ever seen The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack?
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
character on that show whose literal name is Dr. Barber.
I
Yeah.
remember Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Uh, I was like, oh no, I'm much too busy to recount the long, arduous story that I have going on currently, in addition to my complex background, to which there is intrigue.
Honestly, we'll come back for the story if we need to. That's
yeah.
okay if you don't have time right now. We can come back for that.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we could do it in a montage, or like just fade to black sort of scenario, and you'll all be feeling
Ooh,
it.
I know. We'll start drinking. And by the end, there'll be a bunch of extra drinks on the table to suggest the passage of
That we've been
time.
here for a while.
Yeah, the
And
passage
then
of
the story
time.
will end. We'll all laugh.
Now I've got a weird question for you.
What's that?
Does this story by any chance involve children in peril or feces?
Well, you see, for the rules of this show, I'm not allowed to bring in either one of those, and one can only be alluded to. So I'm afraid that if such a thing were to be there, I'm not allowed to bring it up.
Well, why don't you tell me anyway, and then we could have a proverbial fade to black.
And when this camera comes back up, there's all those drinks on the table.
Yeah.
And like I'm passed out in my seat.
Like a half-smoked cigar in one of the.
Yeah, the piano player's asleep at the keys.
We somehow managed to get some food. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how I save Christmas. No,
I can't believe the part where your heart grew 3 times its size.
In one day.
Yeah, the
You
doctor.
should really see a doctor.
Yeah. Sorry, I was laughing so hard I didn't want to like laugh into the mic.
This is my favorite guy we've ever met.
Sheriff bartender rules.
Oh yeah, it's around the same time I also got out of that time loop and really understood the true meaning of love. And
Oh, absolutely. You learned to play
yeah.
piano so beautifully.
Oh yeah. Ever since the end of Woodchuck's day, it's been nothing but.
And that kid fell out of the tree over and over again. I've never seen the film.
Well, what a lovely evening. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, why did we come here? We just let that pickpocket get away.
Well, we beat him up a little bit first and then spit near him, so I feel like that's something.
I feel like that was called what some people might call scene development to help build up the world a little.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, I feel built up.
Yeah. Well, are you three needing counting crows yet? Are you three needing a place to stay for the evening, or are you heading off on the mold dusty trails on account of the dust?
Well, I'll tell you, I could rest.
I could rest. That sounds nice.
Susie, currently asleep, gives
Jeff,
her
your
implied
mic is off.
consent.
Yeah, Susie, we cannot hear you.
What?
Oh,
there you are.
Oh, there we
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Susie, being asleep, offers implied
yeah.
consent.
You
from
were.
earlier.
It's fine. It's a witch has temporarily casted a spell on Susie Ann, and she can't speak right at that for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, she was asleep. We roused her. It's all good.
Oh yeah, I wake up.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we can't hear you. There we go.
That was a great story. Is it over?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Well, we're the intermission. Yeah,
Mm. Did we get a room yet?
We were just about to. We were deciding to stay. That sound good to everybody?
I was in affirmative. I was in the affirmative is the phrase I
Nope,
was
I
trying
agree.
to say.
So, well, yep. Let's get those rooms then.
Also, sorry, Vendraco, for the automod block. Filthy Tarzan is fine. And without context to my co-host here, that's literally the post that he made, and Automa was like, "Excuse me, filthy? You can't say filthy."
I love
Well,
that.
yeah, because that's a filthy word, filthy.
Yeah, filthy. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to next morning. If he retailed more of a story to you during breakfast, of eggs, don't ask where he got the eggs.
I have a super bad headache.
Where'd you get
from
the
my
eggs?
hangover.
Chickens. I got a chicken coop in the back.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's very nice.
Ah,
You are such a storied individual.
very complex. Yep.
Absolutely.
and
Contain multitudes.
I'm sure that a novel could be written about my adventures prior to me becoming a bartender sheriff mayor.
Well, gang, this morning, do we want to try to get some intel here, or maybe catch our friend that we let go last night, or do we just want to keep moving?
Well, I think that catching that that ship has sailed.
Yeah, who knows
I
how
don't
far
wanna
he
catch
could have
that
gone.
guy. I'd probably just beat him up, get in trouble myself.
Oh yeah, that's not worth it.
You seem the
Yeah.
type that is quick to punch things.
Who, me?
Who,
You didn't see
Susie?
nothing.
No.
Jeff, your mic went out again.
What about now?
You're good.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
What the hell? I might have to.
That's all, Susie.
I might have to.
Now you're
replace
back out,
mics.
so that's a very interesting thing that
What the
just occurred.
I think your cord might be.
It's a good
My
thing you already
cord-
put
I'm
in the
worried
chat that you need a new cord. There we go.
I'm worried it might be my mic actually,
Oh, hate
because
that.
I've changed the cord a bunch of times.
Hmm.
I'll try not to touch it. Maybe that'll help.
All
Can
right.
you guys hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Becky says you have been you said you've been very quiet. Like I can hear you, but it's quiet.
That's fair. That's fair.
What about for you guys?
Yeah, for our audience here.
It is a little quiet for me as well.
And to answer your question, Vendraco, yes, he does wear a hat for each role. He's got the mayor hat. He's got he's got the mayor hat. He's got the officer hat. He's got the bartender hat. He does have
There's
a
a
hat for all occasions.
Big old hat rack in the corner of the bar.
Yep. You see it
I'm
over
just
there.
picturing like the Abe Simpson gif where he walks into the bar, hangs up his hat, and then turns around, picks up
Yep.
another one, puts it on, and goes out.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want to detract too much because we are a story show. But if you get the opportunity, I think I posted it in one of the Discards that we're mutuals in. They did a World of Bass parody on The Simpsons last week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Planet of the Bass, yeah.
Yeah, Planet of the Bass. Yeah, they did a Planet of the Bass parody.
I did see that. And they got Kyle Gordon to do it too, which is really good.
It was great.
If y'all haven't heard the song Planet of the Bass, you should really look it up. It's a parody of Eastern European DJs from the 90s who like don't have a good grasp on the English language.
But they use the English language in their music for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's great because it was
I like Europop, yeah.
Yeah. It's great because it's pretty accurate. I remember listening to a lot of that like Euro EDM back in the day, and it's like you said a sentence that did make sense.
And at the beginning of this song, Kyle Gordon, as this Eastern European DJ, says, "If you want parties to be making, have some noise."
There may be sadness in this world, but not in this room.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm about to go post that into the chat. Anyway.
Okay, I've turned myself up a little bit for y'all.
You sound great.
Yeah.
If the listener could let us know if I'm too loud on the stream. I'll turn myself down there.
We would appreciate that, chat. It's not requirement. It's just a favor.
We're just asking nicely.
Becky says you sound great.
Okay. Fuck
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
Becky, I'm so happy you're here.
Becky is the best.
Becky
Thank
is
you.
the best. It's true.
Thank you, Vendraco, who also said he sounds great. Vendraco is also the best.
Hell yeah.
Vendraco's alright. I'm just kidding. Vendraco's the best.
So I'm putting on my boots and then I choose some aspirin root for my headache.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Got
from
it.
the drinking, right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before we go, I am also the shopkeeper. He's going to go over to a hat rack and
yep.
put on the hat. Do you need
Ooh.
anything? I've got trail rations, rope, fire starting tools, manly oils for men.
Oh, that's a
whatever.
great mustache oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good for killing bandits?
Swords, crossbows. Crossbows are pretty good. Bows, poisons. Sorry.
Do you sell those?
I'm not just.
Let me take off my sheriff hat for a moment.
Yeah, let's put on your black market cap and see what we got here.
Let me just go. Hold on. Take off his shopkeeper hat, which has like a sickle on it, and goes over and puts on his black market hat, which has like an eye on it. It's like, yeah, I have a few. I have a few weapons. Are you anything in particular? Don't tell the mayor.
Oh, I would never.
Mayor who?
I'm the mayor. It was.
I wink and I'm like, I know, I'm playing a game.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm okay, but do we need more of that poison? I feel like Susie, you might have used some last we dealt with people. How'd you like it?
Well, it was all right. If I look at my inventory list here, I don't see where I had written down how many doses I had.
Well,
I'm gonna have to look.
I do have something. I mean, look, it's not going to be the best, right? But I do have something. I might have something useful for you.
Really?
It's called torpor.
Torpor.
It doesn't kill, but when you use it on somebody, it does cause them to be incapacitated for a while.
I believe mine is it paralyzes them.
Yeah, out of character, above table, whatever the term you want to use. I wasn't saying it's the same one. It's just one that you can sell.
Yeah. Is it the kind of thing I could put in my hoopok and kind of use as a projectile? Crash the little vial of it?
Yeah, it doesn't say I can't. And I mean, I'm the DM anyway, so who cares? Yeah, you could, throw it at them and it could go into effect, yeah.
Worst comes to worst, they get hit with a bunch of broken glass, which is also fine. All right, I'll grab one of those. That sounds good.
Gonna cost you 100 gold per vial.
All
right. I think you have our party cash.
Yes.
Okay. How much do we have after that?
I believe we got 266 each, plus a pizza party after our last gig. And then I don't know how much everybody had before that gig.
Oh, I have been putting my share of gold into my own inventory. Should I not have been doing that?
No, that's totally good.
Okay.
I don't have mine on my sheet, so I thought maybe I wrote it down somewhere else, but I'm not seeing it.
Well, it'd be approximately 266 plus whatever else you feel like you came in with. I don't know how much we got paid for our first gig.
I have
Um,
935 gold right now.
and
That's
that's as
very
much.
nice.
Yeah, so that's I think as much money as you all have made in the campaign so far, with the exception of like starter money, I believe. So I don't remember what your starter money is, to be honest, because it's been a hot minute since I've looked at it.
Oh, fair. I've
Uh,
got 666, but I have not spent anything, so I feel like I might have just put that in because it was fun.
You got freaking devil's gold.
you got the anti-gold.
That's why I think it might not actually be how much I had, and I just need to put a number in. But yeah, I'll buy a vial.
All right, it has two. Well, no, if you're gonna throw it, it has one use. If you use it on a weapon, it has two uses, so you get two out of it.
Okay.
And I can
I'll
give
make
you.
a note of that, and I might use it, in two. I might use it in one. We'll see how that action goes in the moment.
I will go ahead and just drop the description in our. Oh,
Sweet.
did not mean to drop all of that. Sorry about
Oh
that.
no.
I
We
meant
received
to.
far too much information.
It's also the wrong information.
Oh, interesting information though.
Okay, there we go. I dropped it in the group chat there, so you all can you can copy paste or do what you need to do.
Sweet.
All right, all right, all right. Can I get you all anything else?
Well,
Anybody else?
this is an interesting question. Um, hang on. Do you, if if I were to describe to you what I was looking for, it would be a level 2 Morning Star.
That's
Something that is slightly better than the average Morning Star.
He's been talking about that this entire way.
It's weird that we're putting. It's weird that in our world we put levels on weapons. No, that was a joke.
There's no way they have fancy weapons at this small ass town, right?
I was like, I'm sorry. Ever since the church has said that type of stuff is heretical, I don't. It's basically impossible to get those type of things. I don't know if it's evil as they say, but anyone who's caught carrying it kind of gets smited on sight.
A Morning Star?
No, the +2 part.
Oh, okay.
Because that would be
Yeah.
magical.
But okay, so let me rephrase the question. Do you
got a
have
good
any
Morning Star.
non-magical Morning Stars that are slightly better than the average Morning Star?
Thought I was clearing my throat. Sorry, no. I don't really have that. As far as questionable stuff, I have some tinctures and potions and whatnot. But
What kind of potions you got?
what are you looking for?
Something fun?
Something fun.
Something that I could whip out at an inopportune time and make an omnipotent person telling our story a little upset that I have it.
How did I do that? As you just said something fun, that's where that was gonna lead. Not in your description of it, but as for your intended purpose of it. I mean, I have a truth serum.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Cost 250 on that.
That's a steal.
Yeah. I got about 2 of those. I'm gonna regret that. I'm gonna regret the fuck out of that.
I'll take
Yeah.
one, please.
That's gonna take so long to pay back, man. Are you sure that's a wise investment?
I have 900 gold. If I can spend 250 of it.
I can't stop you.
I've learned better than to try.
I'm gonna regret putting that on the option as in our group chat that there's the stats there.
Truth serum ingested. We're gonna add that.
Okay, can I get you all anything else?
That's it for me.
That's a very nice hat you have, but I think I'll stick with my own hat. Thank you.
I'm also is gonna take off his hat and then put on a I forgot the proper term, but it's the rim hat with like not a stovepipe, but the same kind of like rounded top.
Oh, it's
you
a
know?
10-gallon,
Kind of sort of, yeah.
5-gallon, 20. How many gallons is it?
He's gonna take it off and put on one of those. Like, well, I'm also a hat salesman. If you need something.
Well, I was hoping you were, because otherwise you'd be out an arm and a leg for all these delicious looking hats.
Delicious looking hats.
Oh, you're gonna look at me and tell me it's wrong? Look at that. He looks like Doug Dimmadome.
Hey, this one's made out of jerky.
The part
I
is
smelled that.
I have to find a way to just add the jerky hat, which I don't mind on principle. It's like, how do you do that and it not be a complete joke?
Well, what you do is you flip it upside down, you fill it with dip, and now it's a lovely appetizer.
That's my party hat. When I have parties, I put cheese in the hat, and people eat out of the hat with the jerky hat.
That's disgusting, and I love it.
That's a great gimmick. If we were staying a while, I would suggest that we pick that up for a party, but we're just passing through.
You can also just eat it. It's beer jerky, it's jerky travels pretty good.
A classic road ration hat.
There you go. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying it's an idea.
Nah, you know what? We got enough rations already. Yeah, maybe on the way back.
Okay, Automod just said denied. Sorry, this is gonna make no sense to YouTube later. Automod just stopped Becky from posting unfollow Lamau and tagged
how does Lamau get tagged?
Yeah, I was just like, okay, Automod, what? I allowed it. Sorry, YouTube later. It's just it's funny and stupid at the same time.
If anything should be flagged, it's jerky hat. That's an affront to God.
Oh yeah, the jerky alone should be or get flags. Nothing from Twitch. Nothing. Well, I can't.
The jerky.
The jerky. Well, can I get?
And let me just say, my peanuts. My peanuts. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh
No, that is actually what I said. And then as soon as I said it quietly, I was like, that actually doesn't sound like what I was. Anyway, a fantastic hat.
Unfortunately,
look,
Tess,
they got
Automod
jerky
did block
peanuts.
Oh, delish.
Mm.
Yeah, jerky peanuts. That's dried peanuts, a thing that we have.
Yummy.
They've got jerk seasoning on them.
I would like it, and by it, I do mean my peanuts.
Thank you.
In the tavern, straight up jorking.
That's probably enough goofs here at the store / bar / city hall
/ mayor's office. Yeah.
Office. It's like
/ dark web.
And sheriff's department. Don't forget about the sheriff's department.
Oh,
I was
never.
lumping that into city hall, but yeah,
Right.
We could never
Oh, yeah,
mayor,
that's
sheriff,
fair.
bartender.
All right. Well, you folks have a nice, safe trip and eat your jerky nuts on your way there, because that's what we call peanuts now. It's jerky nuts.
They've got jerk seasoning on them. That makes
There you
sense
go.
to me.
great. This is a great innovation, she says, as they eat on their way.
We leave town.
Yeah.
All right.
Who knew you could jerky peanuts?
You learn something new every day. I didn't know you could make it into a hat.
Sorry, the power of science. Let's
Sheriff,
Let's
I
take
didn't know you were a man of science, but it is good to know.
yeah, well, I'm also the town scientist and doctor too, so
We go outside, it's got the little
what they say?
The little what, Tess?
the thing that they put outside of barber shops, because that's where
Yeah,
surgeons
yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought that you were. I thought that you were equating that to a doctor, so I really wanted to like slam dunk on you a little bit, but
then you said
justified
no.
it.
Actually, that makes sense because a doctor's a surgeon and a surgeon is a barber. Yeah.
I'm a man of many hats, as they say.
Is that where that comes from?
He's a jack off all trades.
Hold on. I can't. If I had a soundboard, I'd have phrasing playing from Archer right now. Phrasing. All right. Let's take a quick 5-minute break.
We
I
know what that break is for. Come on.
I'm getting thirsty and I'm almost out of things to drink.
I gotta
Mhm.
refill my cup.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
see if I have a flat brim worth of jerky.
I'm gonna see if there are any trades in the area.
Well, any trades? Well, good news. He's gonna take off one hat and put off another. Your mic's not working again.
I might put on a hat.
I was intentionally not saying
Oh.
anything out loud
Oh.
because it was
Oh, and that totally just
JO
went
related.
way over my head.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Who's Joe?
You know,
Uh,
jack off all trades.
Jack Antonoff.
Is I think jack off all trades might be the name of this episode.
Very well might be. All right, we'll see you in 5.
Let's take a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Let's
On
kind
that
of get
note.
our shit together a little bit. We'll be back.
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone.
Nothing else but to make it stop.
By the way,
We're back.
hi everyone. Thank you for returning. If you're still here after this, I appreciate it. I do want to point out.
My favorite part of Pulp Fiction is when Billy Crystal says, "Have fun storming the castle."
You're gonna piss off like so many nerds of 2 different fandoms at that exact moment.
I've seen one of those movies, okay?
It was the Billy Crystal autobiography.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
biopic.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Royale with cheese. I don't believe it exists.
Kill Bill, am I right?
What's the name of the kingdom that it takes place in Princess Bride?
Mushroom Kingdom.
That's
Famously,
Gilder.
yeah.
What was it as?
Oh no, Gilder is the rivaling kingdom.
I'm looking it up.
What?
Florin?
What? Do they speak English in Gilder?
Gilder, I hardly know her.
But
Ew.
This is
also,
what you have to live through, listener, if you join our future Patreon.
Okay, the problem is I accidentally typed in Princess Diaries instead of Princess Bride, and that's my own thing.
And that's
that's its own magical adventure is what that is.
I went through a period where I watched that movie twice a month for 4 years straight.
Isn't Liam Hemsworth in that, or am I wrong?
No, you're thinking of Chris Pine.
Oh, okay.
He was in the second one.
The kingdom, of course, in that one, it was Genovia.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Which Harry Styles once went to sing the Canadian national anthem and accidentally sang the Genovian national anthem with the word Canada instead of Genovia. That is a real thing that happened in real life. I will be sending a video. He said, "Oh, Canada, the land I call
Oh,
mine."
wait, yes, I did know this.
Yep,
Oh my
that is
God.
a thing that he did. Open the schools. Don't let people become famous at 15. Or if you do, make them go to school anyway.
Hey, here's a little trivia for y'all. What movie features a kingdom called Aldovia?
It sounds familiar.
Pulp Fiction.
Was it a TV episode of Home Improvement?
Oh,
No,
I know what it was.
What was it, Dean?
Yeah,
This is your final guess.
Oh, my final guess? A Home Improvement.
Okay, no. It is, of course, the Hallmark Christmas movie, A Christmas Prince.
Ah, yes.
1 or 2 or 3.
Well, all of them.
The country
Same
was
prince.
Florian. The country in Princess Bride was
Thank you.
the kingdom of Florian.
I was right. I was right the first time. Florian.
Did they speak
I
English?
didn't say
in
you weren't.
Florian?
They speak Florence, so they all speak Italian.
Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out. Sorry,
Real quick. Okay.
I want to give a shout real quick to Merch Guy Steve, who's currently in our chat and
Hi,
followed us
Steve.
14 days ago. I didn't get to announce
Hey,
it the
Mr.
last
Merch
time.
Guy. Big fan of Genovia. Are you a citizen? Are you a
Steve
Genovian
rules.
expat?
We love Steve in this chat.
Which one had more
also-
seeds?
Steve.
I like the double entendre of your joke. I normally don't bring up our group chat in there, but you have Jack awful trade, which is funny because it's a play on
Awful
word
because
on
it's
awful. Yeah, salted offals. Hey,
It's not jerky. It's awful.
hey Jeff, well done on the wordplay. That's great. Loved it.
Are you a writer or something? That's crazy.
It's like you've done this before.
I can occasionally think of some wordplay.
Think of
7
some
or 8
words.
I think of wordplay.
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 I can
Yeah.
sometimes think of it
That's
a
more
few
my thing.
minutes later.
Guys, can we please not talk about wormplay on the stream? It's a little.
We're gonna get
NSFW.
demonetized.
That's gonna be on Fansly later. Well, check out our fansly.com/100%escapades.
All right, let's move on our quest on
Yeah.
our horses.
Yeah, what the fuck were we doing?
We were not buying a jerky hat. I know that.
Yeah.
I feel like I could make one.
I would love if you were to make one as specifically, not Tess, the person who coaches and shows up online. I want you to make a jerky.
It's a third party endeavor.
Tess can make it, and I'll eat it.
Tess, I know
I'll
that
ship
you're
it to you.
There you go.
Yep.
The challenge. Okay, sorry everyone. I'll stop going on tangents. That should be like the name of.
I'll
like,
stop going on tangents. No, we won't.
No, we won't.
No.
Straight up, no, we won't.
I refuse.
Don't lie to them. So we're on our horses. We're heading out,
Yeah,
out of Counting Crow.
you're heading over to Dittree. The trip is rather it's fine. You know, it's just a long trip down a long and dusty road. Play some song from the 80s, if you will, to insert that here. As you arrive into town, you're going to notice that as you're walking into town, two things. Poverty has stricken this town hard. A lot of buildings are dilapidated. The roads are not maintained. You could definitely see like rocks where the path should be in ways that would normally like damage a horse's legs if not traveled correctly. It's very rocky in this area, and also you don't seem to see anybody right now.
As we ride in, do we kind of see people peeking out from behind stuff and then moving the curtain back? Is it that type of no one's around, or?
Give me a perception check.
I'm in on that perception check. And as always, I'm in the back. Are we in a diamond or in a line?
How do you all think you would enter?
A flying V, or what are we feeling?
I mean, me and Ven are probably always walking next to each other.
Best of friends.
Yeah, so are we doing a flying V, or are we doing a relaxed like a V that you can read on a page?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Are you using Are you doing a flying V or a fender?
That's what I'm asking. I got a 19. Sounds like we're doing fender.
Oh my god! Wait, were we supposed to roll something? I don't.
I rolled a perception just because I specifically asked if it was
okay.
that thing in movies where somebody rides into a ghost town and you see people peering out from behind their little and then hiding, or if there's just no one there.
If you're new to the show, by the way, which is probably like half our current chat, this is cowboy themed. So forever.
Woo!
I've got my rifle on my shoulder and I'm just like riding real slow.
I'm still thinking about the jerky hat, so there's like a little bit of snacks in the top of my hat where my head doesn't fill, but I'm trying not to eat them that often.
That jerky has gonna have staying power for the rest of this episode, isn't it?
Look.
Let's hope it doesn't rain.
Well, then you get a meat hat. Let's stop you.
I've got rehydrated meat in my hat now. Perfect. Yeah, anyway, 19.
All right. As you are looking around in the area, you're seeing basically what you had described. Yeah, you're going to see some people like peering from windows, from the tops of buildings, as you're rolling into town. Basically, people are trying to hide from anybody coming in.
Okay, so it's not a ghost town. It's just kind of ghosty. All right.
Yeah.
I let you guys know. Yeah, it looks like people are here. They just don't feel like coming out on the street. Which is fair. This street is a little bit trash, but that's a separate thing. Infrastructure is not their fault.
Can I get Susie, you're at the back. Is anyone else back adjacent?
I'm about 30 feet behind the two of you. Are we walking our horses or riding? I'm going to stay mounted, whatever.
Yeah, we'd probably ride them until we get like into the main drag, at which point we'd like reconsider, but I don't know if we'd stay on top of our horses, because yeah, if there's no one there, it's kind of a tactical thing, you know?
Yeah.
Do we want to be riding in, or do we want to just be walking in?
I'm okay with riding.
Yeah, slow. Just a super slow trot, whatever the
Yeah.
slowest horse thing is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
as not threatening as possible.
you could definitely like if you guide your horses through it, you can get through the town fine without busting their legs or anything like that. It's
Perfect.
just, if you're not careful, that's what.
Yeah, if you start running through there, it'll be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Susie Ann about 30 feet back. Who is in front of Susie Ann? Like, relatively
The
speaking.
the two of us are riding.
Yeah,
by
we're
side.
We
we're
can see
side
the
by
up
side.
high. I can see the down low. Between the two of us, we can see everything.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like. I was about to name off the wrong check. I would like from Susie Ann a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
One for the horse too.
I'm just gonna treat it as you for the purposes of simplicity.
Okay, I got a 11. My sandals are squeaking. I'm not farting, I swear.
I'm not. I didn't even hear it, but now that you've said it, I'm trying to see if I heard it at any point in time in this stream so far.
Let's hope not.
Perfect
Okay.
phrase for a t-shirt. Anyway, 11.
So, as you are trotting in, you're taking the rear from them, going in like a V sort of formation. You see at one point what looks like two carriages are going across you and trying to like crash into each other. Your reflex in that case was basically to avoid to be on the other side, so to speak, of it.
Scatter! And I will head to the right, like circle around whatever this craziness is, even if I have to go behind a barn or something.
I would just let you know on this strip, the two carts when they crash, it's not enough to damage the just like hitting, and it's kind of blocking your path going forward down this strip. You could theoretically go onto the sidewalk, right? But you'd
Yeah.
have for one, your rolls would be at disadvantage because the height's not meant for a person to be on a horse and on the sidewalk. So, just to
Is
give you a
there an
heads up.
alley I could cut down?
Yeah, if you wanted to just like cut to the right in general, like down an alley, you could. I was just letting you know, like that's the movement in this area. You're separating from the group if you do that. It's just
Yeah,
basically.
I want to circle around the block to wherever that one of those carts came from, basically.
And so as you do that, you're gonna Ben and Ben and Gary, as you're looking for, you hear the crash noise. You look behind you, as anyone probably would, and then you're gonna hear that again coming in front of you, closing off the strip from in the distance.
Okay.
Uh, go ahead.
Did we see which direction Susie went? Or is she
Uh,
just not there anymore?
Yeah, you'll see that. I'll just give that to you because it's not like she was hiding it. You'll see which way she dashed out of an alley, basically.
Okay.
You're gonna hear the sounds of basically boots wrestling and chains dragging as people are gonna come out from outside of buildings or top of buildings, all brandishing weapons at you right now.
That's not the warm welcome I was hoping for.
I'm gonna dismount
I will
with my
do
hands shown.
the same. Shimmy down my little rope ladder.
All right.
Whoa there! What seems to be the problem here?
Quick question for Susie. Susie, you've dashed around. You're kind of circled around. You're going to come across the strip on the other end. You're going to notice that the carts are in the way. What are your plans from here?
Do I see people out with weapons?
Yeah. They're not hiding anymore.
I will keep circling so that I come out to Main Street, but I'm behind that line of people.
All right.
Like on the other side of the carts and all that.
I'm going to speak, and then I want to get a perception out of Susie Ann. Susie Ann specifically in this case. Sorry, folks.
That's a
I think
9.
you've come at a wrong time. I don't know who you are or where you're coming from. There's a person standing in front of you, clear as day, is holding a heavy crossbow, by the way. But this isn't the time or the place to be entering this here town. You got about 5 minutes before we start, before we unleash hell, and I think it's best you leave out of town. With your 9, while you don't quite place it, the voice that you're hearing, Suzanne, is familiar, like long familiar, not something you've heard recently, but like a long time ago. But you just can't quite place it.
What is the
It's-
info that we got on this place?
The info that you received is that someone trying to find information in regards to Surefoot got bought it out or had it shipped to here, basically, the Surefoot clan. They got it shipped to here.
Okay.
I'm sure that, like, canon wise, I maybe got that wrong a little, and I just because I haven't listened to the last episode in a bit. But it's about the Surefoots being here, basically.
So it is that this is their last known location, or it's that this is where information about them was being sent.
This is where information about them is being sent.
That is
Okay.
that could be several things.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know anything from my criminal background about the Surefoot clan?
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then if I could do the same with my my like militia background.
Yeah, we could treat it as a history, and then use your militia background as like the kind of like the diving point.
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. Then nothing really comes to mind in that case.
That's fair. Not
Especially-
everybody's a militia man.
Then you have heard of the Surefoots, but there's not a lot of information about them. Because it's always just like, John Surefoot was a blacksmith in a town, or Jerry Surefoot was a horse wrangler, that kind of thing.
Yeah, most of them are cattle rancher types.
Okay.
So it's more like in the criminality, you would hear about them just because, information brokers, and some people just like to talk, basically.
Okay.
Um,
All right
oh.
then.
I will say with your background, though, that you do know that the Surefoots did disappear. Because that's one
Okay.
bit of information you would know about.
Okay. In that case, then,
Oh, and you have heard that the bad guy here is named Kalstein.
Yeah.
Halstein. Okay. Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to address this group of people directly. Did you give a description of like what the guy who told that to us was like?
Not yet. That's because I'm doing a bit of setup here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn to whoever that was and say, "Well, ho there. I apologize for intruding on this this little town of yours. I assure you, we don't want any trouble with any of you. Honestly, we're just we're following some clues here, and just trying to put together a bigger puzzle. And I assure you, it doesn't involve. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't involve any of y'all. So we really have no reason for trouble here."
Yeah, that's why we're not swinging. We don't know
Yeah.
if you're one of Calstein's folks.
Kalstein. Well, that's actually the fella that we're trying to find out more about. We're not with him by any means.
So I ride up behind the cart people, and I've got my crossbow just kind of up in the air, and I say, That's right. We're looking to take Calstein down. You're welcome to join us.
The person talking to Ven and Gary is going to look back towards you, and you're going to see someone who looks very familiar to you. He has aged quite a bit because it's been the passage of time, but it's friend of the family, Uncle Redclaw.
How well did I know this guy?
Well, that's up to you. How, like, obviously, Susie Ann knows Uncle Redclaw, but how well? You know, he has a nickname Uncle, so that means something. But
I think she had like a child, like a high school crush on this guy, but he's like, you know, just because he's like muscly and powerful. But, you know, that's about it.
all right, so yeah, you see your childhood father crush figure, Uncle Redclaw.
Father
That's
crush
it.
figure, of course.
Yeah.
We all know that phrase.
Look, I don't know how else to put it. If you've got there are some people who are really into dad figures, and I'm not going to judge, only a little.
I've never heard that before.
Uh,
I've never heard anyone say that that's a thing for anybody.
I don't understand people. I don't. Just gotta put that out there. Regardless, I'm not here to yuck someone's yum. Your Uncle Redclaw is gonna be you could tell he doesn't recognize you because when everything happened, you were a child. But he's
I'll hop onto the cart and over and down and walk over to him. I'll do a cool whistle or whatever to keep the horse from going anywhere. And I'll walk up.
Hello there, young lady. What can I do for you in your surprisingly confident walk?
Well, Uncle Redclaw, I was kind of hoping some of these townsfolk would assist me in finding this Calstein character, because he might know something about where my family went. And I'll kind of like pose so he can see my like classic profile, you know.
Oh, the feminine wiles.
The surefoot nose, you know, all that.
All right. Did he take your family? I'm sorry. Like what?
Yeah, the Surefoots. I am Susie Ann Surefoot. How do you not recognize me?
So he's gonna stare at you blankly for a second, like, Suzanne?
That's me.
Oh shit!
Well,
I
that's
haven't
not a good sign.
I haven't seen you since you were a
Well,
babe.
fuck.
Of course, I didn't recognize you. Why are you posing like that?
It's part of my whole thing, my charm, you know. I kind of based my whole deal on you, you know, the swagger and the good with crossbows and stuff.
He's gonna make a very striking pose with the heavy crossbow over one shoulder. No, like, I don't know what you're talking about. All that.
Yeah, I mean I do this and you do whatever this is, but I mean like the vibe, you know. I try to mold my character and everything on you. I mean, look, you got these townsfolk eating out of your hand.
He's gonna look around. I mean, I just said a few things. I don't know if I'm that cool. I feel like you're just assigning a role imposing a role onto me. You know what? That's fine, Susie Ann. I am so glad that you're alive and well.
I'm sorry. Do I still need to have my hands up like this, or are we good?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Everyone, put your weapons down.
I'm sorry
Thank
you had
you.
to do that whole thing with the carts. Like, we are not dangerous, really.
No, I mean you're basically a
I'm-
niece to me. I mean,
I'm pretty dangerous, but not to y'all.
Gary?
I mean, you look it, and not just
I'm
because
a-
you're 7 foot tall.
He's a real gentleman.
I believe with that collar, that frock collar, I believe it.
The cravat's fantastic. I know.
Exactly. And he's got that lapel. Like no dangerous cowpoke doesn't,
Mm-mm.
yeah. It's quite the snappy dresser. Real quick. Jeff, when you imagine Uncle Red Claw, did you have an idea of what he would look like?
Yeah, give us the
Yeah.
fan cast.
Like huge, broad shoulders, pectoral muscles. Like he's kind of gone to seed a little bit. It's a nice beard, and yeah, piercing brown eyes. Really focuses in on you.
Okay. I'm gonna say to
And
kind of
yes, according to Az in our chat, he is an uncle I'd like to get friendly with.
That is literally the first thing you told us about him. So that was our initial contact.
A non-related uncle I'd like to,
have
hang out
friends
with.
with.
A
Yeah.
colloquial uncle
I
I'd like
thi-
to.
Well, I'm not in the community. I believe the gay community might refer to him as a zaddy.
That's the guy. That's him.
That also came from One Direction lore.
Oh,
That's a separate thing.
interesting.
Is that Zane?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh,
started
yeah.
with name.
You learn something new about One Direction every day.
Look, I'm an anthropologist.
I'm not shaming you. I was just making a joke. You learn something new about One Direction every day.
Yeah.
I will introduce him to my friends here.
And I'm gonna say that, unless there's objection, he's probably like a half orc, right?
Ben
Uncle Red-
Folker, it's nice to meet you.
Howdy is gonna shake your hand. Name's Red Claw. You can call me Uncle. Everyone else does.
We'll see.
Can I call you Unky?
Sure. But if
Unky Red Claw.
if you're gonna call me if you're gonna give me a nickname on top of my nickname, I get to call you nephew.
That's fine by me. I think it's funny to call a big man nephew.
There you go. It's good to see you, Suzanne, and nice to meet your friends. I'm assuming.
Friends is good.
More like work colleagues. We go everywhere together. We
I'm
even got
Susie Ann's
horses.
herder.
It
What?
sounds like. I mean, it sounds like friendship to me. Like you put it as like a
That's
cohort,
what I
but
thought, but I wasn't trying to push it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like we're thicker than thieves. We work together. We have
Hey,
fun
Susie?
sometimes.
Susie, I love you. You're my precious niece. That's just friendship. You just describe friendship.
Gary's my best friend.
Van is my
Okay,
best
well,
friend.
all right.
Susie's kind of just a recent addition to this little.
But we're
Hot
getting
seat.
on just fine. We're having a great time.
Listen. The dynamic is good. I rein her in when she goes a bit too far.
Oh, you end up you kind of took a bit after your mother, didn't you?
Sure.
I never met her mother, but honestly, that makes sense if this came from somewhere.
Has anyone met her? I'm under the impression that a lot of this family is lost to time.
Has anyone met her mother?
And that's how I met your mother. That's
How did I meet your mother?
Am I misunderstanding your backstory, Susie Ann?
Yes, at a certain point, 15 odd years ago, they went missing. While
So
I was
you
out
did have a mother at one point.
arranging. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
most
yeah.
people do, but
She was quite the firebrand, I had to tell you this, Suzanne, because on account of you saying that's one of the reasons why you're here, but I still ain't found your folks. I'm trying. I'm still trying.
We got a tip that this Kalstein character might know something.
or
And
were
that
you the
family
one
was-
that asked for information? Sorry, Susie, this is your entire thing. You go ahead.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Vin, you know plenty of stuff here. It's just Kalstein, like, the family was always no good, so, they might know some stuff.
Here's what I know. If we're ever gonna find your family, we need to stop Kalstein.
All right, then.
Because
Understood.
I'll be honest with you. He is after information that is going to be detrimental to finding your family. Give me an insight roll. Literally anybody. Anybody who wants to do it.
I'll do it.
21.
I keep rolling my die directly under my
19.
keyboard. Got a insight?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. So going from lowest roll to highest roll, then you can tell he's not telling full amount of truth. Gary, you know that he is telling half truth basically, and Susie Ann, you know he is withholding some information from you. You don't know what information, but you know that he's not telling the full truth.
Well, let's get out of this dust. What do you say?
Yeah, we're just gonna be
Sounds good to
careful.
me.
If Calstein comes and this was, I'm gonna be honest, this was meant to be a trap to capture them. You know, it's gonna be like a final stand sort of
Might as well
situation.
rewind it to first position.
I mean, yeah, we got to get people moving the carts, and then we got
Surely
this.
you got a lieutenant that can supervise that for you, right?
I mean, not really. I'm kind of leaning the effort on this one, and like this is the second time that this trap has worked, but not for the right person.
I'll point at like a lady that looks smart, and I'll be like, "Can you handle the reset?"
Sure can.
Do
All
it,
right.
lady. All right, let's go
All right.
talk in quarters.
Who tripped the trap before us?
Oh, some thief. Hold on. He's gonna walk over to the sheriff's department, or sheriff's office. This is essentially my base of operations on account of there not being a sheriff right now. I'm de facto sheriff, I guess.
Do you get a cool
Fair.
hat that you have to put on?
No,
Did the thief look like a real piece of shit that would try to steal your wallet and then get caught and then act like you didn't do anything?
that is very specific, but yes.
Did we get his name? Pound Cake Jerry.
Pound Cake Jerry. Sing
You know
this
what?
song, doo-dah, doo-dah.
So as you walk into the sheriff's department, you're gonna see Pound Cake Cherry as it's in one of the cells, kind of like leaning against one of the walls on the bed.
Pound Cake
Hey,
Jerry, you
it's
piece
my
of shit.
pals. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Red Claw, Mr. Red Claw. Yeah, these people will vouch for me. They're my friends, right, guys? And he's gonna.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the aforementioned piece of shit, but yeah, maybe we're friends.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
have for us, my friend?
Oh,
Hey.
it's jokers.
Hey,
You
Red
know.
Claw,
Yeah.
how much do you like this guy?
I mean, not very, to be honest, but I was gonna turn him in for money on account of him being worth something. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
okay,
60
okay,
gold
cool.
or some shit.
Cool. I'm gonna unarmed strike him.
Uncle
Oh,
Red Claw?
isn't
Oh,
he in
I
a
was gonna
cell?
let Susie go for it.
Isn't he
No,
in a
I know. I'm
cell?
gonna unarmed strike the thief.
Oh, he's in a jail cell. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
Okay.
My apologies. He's in a jail cell currently.
Uncle Red Claw, you really missed out. Susie beat the shit out of this dude a little bit the other day. We didn't want to cause too much of a problem, but she really got a fist or two in. It was lovely.
Oh,
I
beat
believe
the shit
that.
out. That's a strong.
Can I?
You're
No,
right.
I
You
mean-
beat the
Hey,
shit out of other people.
Su-
You
Su-
got a solid
Hey,
punch
Unky
in
Red
here.
Claw.
Yes, nephew.
What do I gotta do to get in that jail cell?
Are you asking if you should commit a crime? Because as your
No,
parent
I'm not.
uncle-
Listen, if I have to commit a minor offense to get into a jail cell, or someone could just let me in.
Oh, you
If
could
you
be
looked away
deputized.
and then when you looked back, Jerry had a couple extra bruises, who's to say where they came from? Sometimes it take a while to get to the surface.
Are you just wanting to punch Pound Cake Jerry? Is that what the situation is?
Yeah, I didn't really get a hand on the ball the other day.
That definitely
spit
seems.
very close to his face.
Jerry, you're owed at least one. And he's like, all right, all right, all right. I take one punch to the face, and then we're good, right? You're all gonna stop
I'm gonna get the
hurting.
key and unlock the door.
Okay, I was hoping for a bit more, communication in this front.
And I'll go in and close the door and like lock it so y'all can't get in. And then I'll whisper
That's
in his
fair.
ear. And I'll say, all right, man, what's it gonna take for you to tell me everything you know about Kalstein?
Oh,
Way
that guy's-
in, way out, people we can turn, everything.
Here's what I know about Kalstein. He's a fucking asshole. And I'm a thief, but I'm not a bandit. And
You
I
tell me you
understand
don't
that
know anybody in the organization.
he's gonna look at you a bit cross. I may be a thief, but I am not a bandit. I do not hurt people. I just steal from them.
And you don't know any of those guys.
No.
Not
Look,
one.
I get that you all want to punch me because I tried picking some pockets, right?
Yeah, it's also a really stupid thing to say to people that are about to fight you that you don't have any information.
Yo,
I-
Susie,
Look,
Ann,
information
Can you
provided,
try and get him to back up to the edge of the cell?
information passed under duress is not good information. Has no one ever told you that? It's just made up nonsense. Look,
I'll
I know,
ease
that's-
him to the back of the cell. And
No,
then
no,
Okay.
no, to
throw
the
you-
bars, to the bars.
Oh, to the bars. Yeah, I'll nudge him over there.
No, Jerry, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. In such a situation, why would you say nothing rather than something stupid and wrong? Anyway, now you're up
I'm
against
gonna-
bars.
I'm gonna try and pickpocket him.
give you a sleight of hand roll, I guess.
That's a nat 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
Narrative justice.
So I
You
make
fi-
like I'm going to let him out and lean him against the wall.
And a giant ass hand slips into his pocket unnoticed.
Somehow. You're gonna pull a stiletto out of his pocket.
Like a heel?
No, like a thin blade, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll post a picture about it later. But
I know what a stiletto blade is.
Okay.
And it's just my first instinct was like, is this a drag queen?
I have a pair of sharpened stilettos under my bed, me as a player, as in case I need a weapon. That's kind of fun.
oh,
It's a little bit of both.
add that to the test lore. I was like, look, I get that you all don't like me. I get that. No one likes thieves. I don't like thieves. I like me, obviously. You got to have self-confidence. And information under duress is not good information. I'm just going to point that out. But look, I'm not a bandit. I steal, I do not kill. In self-defense,
Here's what we're gonna do, Jerry.
in self-defense, I'll fight, but that's self-defense,
Here's the deal. You're
that's
gonna
fair.
work off your debt. All right. You owe us 60 gold because that's how much your note is worth. You're gonna earn that 60 by helping us sneak up to Kalstein's place and putting a few bolts in his ass. What do you say?
Yeah, all right. As long
All
as
right.
under two conditions. Gonna point over at Gary. He doesn't punch me right now.
Oh, he wasn't
When-
gonna
when
punch you.
can
That
I?
was just.
His fist is
Gary-
too thick to get through these bars.
Gary, come on now. I'm dealing. This is me dealing here.
Is he like, and two, I need my weapons back because all I got is this stiletto in his pocket. Where the fuck? Oh,
That's between you and the sheriff.
I had a stiletto in a hidden
You shouldn't
pocket.
admit that. You're in custody. You were supposed to surrender that.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm going to go fighting Kalstein, so like it was a good idea to have at least one weapon on hand.
I'll open the gate and.
Well, we
Lead
gotta
him
find
out.
that stiletto, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's mysterious.
Stiletto and a hand crossbow and
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we hold on to the hand crossbow and we'll give it to you when it's important for you to have it.
yeah, all right, sure. I mean, we're gonna go fight Kalstein. It's gonna be pretty useful. I'm more of a ranged person anyway, so that's fine. I'm pretty good with the crossbow.
How are you on a horse or like a pony, mule?
I mean, I did do all right. You can't travel without a horse, and I mean, I guess you use train, but I'm here way far from a train, so that shows something.
So where's your horse?
In the stable in lockdown.
All right, all right. Well, I'll talk to my uncle here, and we'll see what we can do for you. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure. Well, I gotta take out Calstein anyway. I'm not really a killing type, but his men did raid me on my way into town, so
Oh, that's terrible.
I can just taste the sarcasm coming from that statement.
Yeah,
Just
man,
that,
you suck. I hate you.
I mean, this guy keeps saying that he's personable, but I'm not seeing it.
Gary, that is so harsh. We're just trying to
This
help this
this
guy get
dude
his life in order.
sucks. He's terrible.
The first
tr-
time we met him is when he had his hand in my pocket.
He tried to grope my friend.
Okay, hey, you know what?
I
No,
don't know.
no, I may be a thief, but I respect bodily autonomy.
Okay, then. Well, you
I know where I found your
still-
hand.
Well, you
I
just
was
keep your hand
stealing.
out of our purses going forward. You know.
I was stealing, not groping. I am not that kind of monster.
And you were bad at the stealing too.
Hey, you know what? Please stop. Look, I'll help. I'll help. All right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Poundcake.
Yeah, I'm really upset that name stuck though. Anyway,
I'm gonna what would I do? Is it, I guess, another sleight of hand check. I want to try and show Ven that I stole his dagger. His
Are you like-
stiletto.
are you like gonna like flourish it out? Is that the idea? You just gonna like?
I'm just seeing you like put it behind your back and be like, hey.
Yeah, yep. I do
Oh,
like a little
oh.
nudge.
I see. I misunderstood. You know what? You can just do it. I'm just gonna
Cool.
say that it's not an intense situation. He's not really paying attention to your back movements at the moment. So yeah, Van, you look over and you see that Gary has a stiletto, and you know that's not
Hell
Gary's
yeah.
stiletto.
Hell yeah.
I'll lead him over the desk and ask Red Claw to undo his shackles or his manacles, whatever. And
He'll undo his manacles, yeah.
and I'll say, did they take any of your or did the bandits leave you any gear?
They took basically my money and my crossbow bolts. So and left me a stiletto because it was hidden. And then they made fun of me because like what goes a crossbow if you don't got a crossbow bolt? If you don't got a crossbow bolt, so
Well, I got
That's just
50 of the
upsetting.
fuckers, so you can have a few, all right?
all right.
All right.
And like, hey, working off my debt, so this is the opportune time. Yeah, I'm on your guys' side. All five of us. 5. V. Like the number for 5.
Yep.
Oh,
That's,
you're including
You got me there.
You're including Sheriff Uncle Red Claw with you there?
Yeah,
Sheriff
we're all
Uncle
gonna
Red
take
Claw.
out Sheriff Uncle Red Claw. we're all part of the same team, right?
Mhm.
I would say that
tell you-
there's a definite team of 4 that is taking on a loan of a 5th member.
Come on, no, we're a team of 5, albeit a tenuous one. It's a tenuous team. Just a group of ragtag cowpokes.
It's not tenuous, it's 5-uous.
Five
Ayo.
Ooh.
Here's how the split's gonna work, all right? Uncle Red Claw and the townsfolk are gonna get 50% of whatever we catch, and the 3 of us are gonna split whatever's left by 3s, and you'll get your freedom. How's that sound?
Small counteroffer. I get my stuff back.
Small counter offer.
Not
I will not kill you.
We don't
Gary,
have
now.
your stuff.
No.
Here's the thing.
No.
When we get them from Calstein's place.
Yeah, Calstein has my stuff. I get back my stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's
the stuff that was. Well, hang on. Did you steal that stuff?
real quick. I just want to say good night, Becky. And
Good night,
chat.
Becky.
Have a
Yes,
good
we
night.
are near the end.
Yeah, we're getting near the end, Becky. Appreciate you for being here.
Thanks for hanging out.
I mean, I'm going to say no with an asterisk. Stolen money did pay for them, but they're not stolen items.
Okay.
Well, that's very reasonable and rational. It's good to know
Well,
we can.
How
Yeah,
about
we
we?
go
with
How about we discuss the outcome of this when the time
We'll
comes?
see what we can do.
Right, nothing set in stone.
I just want my stuff back. I'm not gonna worry about the percentage of the stuff that's taken from them. In the same way that they probably stole any and all money and equipment they have from people who pass by. You know, some of this townsfolk, as an example. So claiming any of those items would be kind of like the same as me buying items with that kind of gold. That's all I'm saying. So all I was asking, I don't mind you all taking that money, taking all the items. I just want my things back. And I do get something out of the fact that I get a little like small petty revenge by taking out Calstein. Like I will full on admit to that. Yeah, you know, that aside.
All right.
So that's all I'm asking
See what we
for.
can do.
I'll give him half of my body shock poison for his bolts, and I'll give him 10 bolts.
Appreciate that. Look, I know that you all don't like me and probably don't trust me, but we're on the clear. After this mission, who knows? But at least for this mission, I'm with you all. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Mostly because
So-
I'm gonna be honest. I think is gonna point at Gary. I think he's gonna punch me when the mission is done. That's what I mean by that.
I wouldn't put it outside the realm of impossibility. The realm of possibility, rather.
Hey, Tess,
Yep.
do you know Thieves' Cant by any chance?
I don't. I wish I did, but I don't have that background. Do you?
Does anyone
I thought
here
you
know
had
Thieves?
Thieves Can't.
Does anyone know Thieves' Cant?
No.
But I really wanted to slip one of you a message that just says, "I'm gonna kill him."
I figured that. Look,
Well, that
Yeah.
only works if he's wanted dead or alive.
Oh,
Right.
that's true. Yeah.
If
well,
he's
what
only
did it
wanted
say? Was he
alive,
only
that
wanted
one-
alive? We saw the poster.
Oh, he's wanted alive, but it is the death penalty. So like they're planning to kill him.
So if we brought him
But
to
like
mostly
we're not
dead,
authorized to kill him. He has to be tried, right?
Yeah, because they want to do it basically.
yeah, he won't be tried, but we're not allowed to do it.
Okay. I might just
As
do
soon
it
as-
anyway.
That's fair.
Let's
I
get
was
out
like-
of town first.
As soon as we walk out of there, I'm like, does this dude think he's fucking joining the gang? But I would never say that in front of him.
Okay, you know what? You know what it is? I think I'm just gonna start being really nice to him
Cool.
so that he doesn't see it coming.
I think that'll freak him out, but there's only one way to find out.
Cool.
Now, is Red Claw coming with us on our trip?
Well, are you asking him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Susie Ann, we're gonna have a conversation after all this is done. But yeah,
What about?
I think you're due for a conversation.
You mean like about like my family?
Yeah,
Or like other stuff? I mean, is it personal or professional?
I don't. It is personal to you, and the
Do you
short.
want us to give you a minute?
Yeah, we can just head out.
The Jared's just gonna be like, yeah, you know, I I could just go to the pub. I don't need to drink. I'll just chill in there for a bit if you all need like a moment.
I'll go with you. Yeah,
Let's head over.
you're buying.
I
That
mean,
makes no sense.
I don't have money.
We'll figure that out, won't we?
We'll add it to your tab.
I don't have a tab. I'm a thief.
You have
People
a
You
don't
got
tab
a
with
60
us.
gold tab with us.
You got a tab with us, buddy.
They're gonna go off for a bit, and Uncle Red Claw's gonna take you off, away from everyone. Like, I need a level with you, Suzanne. I don't know where your family is. For the last several years, I've been looking. But I know information that if Calstein gets a hold of it, could be catastrophic. But it can also be used to find your family. It
Well,
could.
That's real cryptic.
If I tell you, you could be in danger. And if I'm going to be honest, I think that's why Calstein is here, is because I know something.
Well, shouldn't you go somewhere else so all these townsfolk aren't in danger?
Well, this is a hard thing to tell a little girl that you've known since a young age. Someone you think of as a family member, and someone who apparently looks up to you all these years. But I'm scared.
Oh, you're scared? Oh, that's normal. I thought you were going a different direction. All right. Well, okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can be scared. I mean, some people get scared, they run off. You could run off.
I think if I did, this town would be torched to the ground, though. And I'm scared, but I brought this issue on them, and it means I have to fight in order to make sure that things don't get worse for these folks.
Well, I know if you come with us, we can't fail.
Put his hand on your shoulder. That's right, girl. Let's do this.
All right. Red.
You can just call me uncle. That's fine. I feel like a
I
presence
was
has
trying
been...
to do the grown-up thing,
No, that's fine though. Like, I feel like some presence has been set up. I did know you when you were a kiddo, so like, call me uncle's fine. That's what everyone calls me anyway. I don't know how that got started.
Sure. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Oh, you wanted to be seen like as a peer. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's just weird on account of me knowing you since you were, a child.
Well, you gotta, I gotta prove myself to get there. Like, I'll prove myself for sure.
Yeah.
To get this guy.
Maybe
and all his scoundrel friends.
And then maybe the dynamic will change, and we can use first names or something. It's
all right. Yeah. Let's kill all these motherfuckers. All right.
This is weird.
Susie's changed.
And with that, we will be going to do the fight next time. I think this is a good place to call it. I want to thank our audience for being here today. I want to thank everyone who was in the chat. So I want to thank Becky, Lady Malay, of course, Vendraco and Mad King, of course, and I want to thank Merch Guy Steve. You all were great. I appreciate everyone for being here. I also want to thank our hosts for being here. I would like to thank Tess. I'd like to thank Jeff. I'd like to thank Az. I appreciate you all for joking and goofing, going along with my nonsense. Real quick, let's go ahead and get some of the after show stuff out of the way. If you like what you see here, we do stream semi-regularly on Sundays on twitch.com/omniversalescapades. I'm trying to get better at plugging our own stuff. So that's
good.
Works.
That's smart.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. If you like what you see here, but you can't make our normal streams, it does tend to be around 2:30 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on every other Sunday. But sometimes life happens. If you can't make it for a stream, come check it out on youtube.com/omniversalescapades. You can also find highlights and clips from the show on our TikTok, our Universal ESC, and occasionally Instagram if I ever remember. But most of what you find can be found on our YouTube and Twitch. I'm going to go ahead and throw it to our host here to plug anything that they want to plug. Let's start with Tess, because I feel like I've not opened with Tess for a bit.
You can find me on Twitter at Tess is super cool. If you like looking at pictures of homemade food, you can find me on Instagram at Meals from the Basement. I've been working towards an omnidecker deviled eggs. This last weekend, I got to 4 layers, and I found a supplier for an extra 2 layers. So we're looking good.
I like the way that you put it in our DMs, which is that you found a plug.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got an emu and turkey egg plug. Yeah.
Nice. I did make the joke of exception because apparently it's 2011 again.
I know. I told you I was being extra.
Let's go ahead and toss it over to Az. Do you have anything to plug?
Me? That's my name. Why do I say that every time you toss it to me? Yeah, I got plenty of shit to plug. My YouTube, Cal's Calzones, the Scavengers Network YouTube, where I do other stuff. It Jams for Thee, my Space Jam podcast. The Biodex cast, which hasn't updated in a few weeks, but we're trying to find an editor and get back out there because I realized that editing that show is too much on my plate. So that's pretty much it, I think, for what I have. You can find me on Twitter at Cal's Calzones and a lot of other places at the same name.
And if you like what you see here on on Twitch, post it as a comment. You can go ahead and watch as a tribute to Jimmy Buffett. Now, you don't understand the context of that because we had a conversation about Jimmy Buffett, but
no context needed.
Yeah, check it out. You don't need the context of our conversation. It was just as having fun at Margaritaville.
Well,
and
it was in memorial of somebody.
Yeah, they were wasting away in Margaritaville. Luckily, they did have their lost shaker of salt. So,
yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Jeff.
Hey, what's up? I do Shattered Worlds RPG. It's an actual play podcast set in the world of my books. It's space opera, zombies, robots, starships, all kinds of good stuff. It's basically space fantasy with a little Star Trek veneer. And then of course this fine program. I don't think I have anything else going on at the most. So, but yeah, keep watching, keep loving,
keep listening,
keep giving your all, and find that Yulf of your own. You'll be good.
The Yulf of Wall Street.
Famously.
I will go ahead and plug myself, I guess. I'm basically just on this show, but if you want me to see like weird comments posting on like fitness community stuff, you can generally find me on Twitter at Geekestein or on Instagram at Geekestein. I also have a TikTok, but it consists of all like 3 videos, and only one of them is meant to be funny. And people totally misunderstood the point of the video. Those, like, I'll make quick synopsis. I was making fun of fitness content, and people thought I was being serious. I don't get it. Anyway,
wait, you were making fun of what?
The
content?
deadpan was too good.
I literally made a joke because I'm sure you've seen like these videos of someone playing like the Sweet Dreams, like the slow version of Sweet Dreams, and some guy like, I'm super buff, so you should listen to what I say. It was it was like a 20-second video of me just like, you lift weights because you want to be healthy. I lift weights because I don't have a life. We're not the same. And people took that seriously. People took that seriously. Like, this is very obviously a joke. I don't get how you people didn't understand that. Again,
but like, what was the kind of content that you said you were making fun of?
Oh, like fitness content. A lot of like
fitness stick in your mouth.
Yep, thank you.
There you go. There you go.
It took a minute, we got there.
Yeah.
I can see Jeff dying of that all the inside.
It just took me by surprise.
I'm going to maybe try and make more content in the future. We'll see.
You should.
I'm not good at committing myself. I've written like started on like 3 different stories and have not finished it. So we'll see. But yeah, if I do anything, I'll bring it up in one of these episodes, or I'll post it on Twitter. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I would like to thank you, the audience, for being here today. I'd like to thank our host for being here today, and we will catch you next time on Omniverse Escapades.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.